What up, there, y'all? Today we talking about JID, man, and his crazy run he's been on. He's got to be one of the best rappers of the younger generation. When he came out 2016 with MOM and then 2017 with Never, I believe it was, I never expected him to kind of evolve to be one of the best rappers of the younger generation, man, but he really has been. My favorite song from him is Cody Blue 31. That song is fire. He's singing on it. He's rapping on it. He got harmony on it. It's a timeless song. Sometimes you hear songs and you're like, like Never. A lot of people don't listen to that song still today. But like Cody Blue 31, they're going to be listening to that song for a while. 10 years from now, I'm going to be listening to that song still. So, yeah, JID, man, he's really proven himself with his features. For a while, he was considered underrated. But after his, feature run he's been doing recently and the music he's releasing now today, he's got some new music out recently. I'm definitely going to be checking that out, so stay tuned on that one. But for now, we're going to talk about JID as a whole because he deserves to get his flowers, man. He deserves to be recognized as one of the great MCs. When people saying that you out-rapped Eminem on the song Fuel, on Eminem's own song, I mean, you got to give him his flowers there. Even if it's not true, which it's not. He didn't out-rap Eminem, okay? He came close. But, if you really break down skill level, internal rhymes, bars, rhyme scheme, you really do this, man, you're going to see that he didn't out-rap Eminem. But he did do his thing on there, okay? Don't get it twisted. I'm not just glazing because I got a Detroit cap on, a Detroit shirt on, because I was raised in Detroit. It's not because of that. It's because I'm being legit fair about this. And JID definitely proved himself right there. He proved himself. If anything, if you want to say they're right next to each other, cool. But you ain't going to say that he out-rapped Eminem necessarily. But he's definitely one of the best lyricists out in terms of the younger generation. And even in general, in rappers in general, I think he can compete with the best of them. Even he's willing to get into different genres. He's willing to break into other people's audiences. He has a song for anybody, Don't matter who you are. He did a song with Imagine Dragons, and he was fire on there, kind of following Kendrick Lamar's playbook, doing songs with rock bands and doing songs with poppy artists like Taylor Swift. He's just proven himself in other genres, and no one's calling him corny for it, which is great because sometimes they do. When you start doing pop records and you start doing rock records, they'll start saying, "Oh, you're selling out, man. You're not hip hop anymore." Which is ridiculous. Music is music, y'all. Get over it. That's all I gotta say about that. But with his feature on the Offset song called Bodies, I definitely loved as well. My nephew sent me the song, and I didn't see it when it came out, but he sent it to me, man, and I definitely had to check it out. I'm glad I did. I was surprised to hear the chorus on Bodies, which is "Let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit the floor, let the bodies hit," but they didn't go into the real song, because if you my age, you know what that song is. That's Drowning Pool, Bodies Hit the Floor. If you not my age, you probably think that was original. You probably think that, oh yeah, that was a great original idea, Offset, good job. And then you hear another song, you're like, oh, they sampled Offset. Drowning Pool sampled Offset. That's something y'all would say. Let me back it out real quick. Things are getting a little hostile in here. But yeah, I definitely love the song, though. It's a great song. It's got a lot of demonic kind of Grim Reaper themes on it. Like, they both seemingly to be are like Grim Reapers in the song, just taking people out left and right is how they kind of describe themselves. But Offset has some great rhymes in there, honestly. I was surprised about that because I don't consider Offset one of the best lyricists, But when you actually read the mumbles that he does, because he be mumbling through his raps, even people breaking it down be getting his words wrong because he just be like running through it, slurring through it, you know what I'm saying, and doing the whole triplet flow thing still, you know. So like when you do that a lot, it just honestly, you miss some of the lyrics. But if you actually understand the lyrics, he's actually going on there. I mean, he has some pretty good bars on there, even I'll say. But when JID gets on there, man, he absolutely washes Offset, in my opinion, which is to be expected. JID is the lyricist of the group. You know, Offset's bringing that. He's bringing that swag. Yeah, I said it. I said the word swag. He's bringing the energy. He's bringing the aura to the song, you know, which is something to say about, you know, there's different versions in hip hop, different ways of standing out, and Offset stands out in that sort of way. And then when JID gets on there, he's just killing them with the lyrics, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is at the end of the day. But when you break down that song, you really come to a lot of like kind of evil conclusions, you know. Like there's a lot of evil themes in there, and I know that some of my friends are kind of crazy about that stuff. I don't care when there's like demonic themes or whatever in a song, but some of my friends won't even listen to the song because it's got demonic themes. I think that's a little far, a little ridiculous. They think it's gonna mess with their spirit, mess with their mood, you know. Like it's just music, man. That's what I think. But like in general, I think that it's a great song aesthetically, sonically, bar wise, rhyme scheme wise, and it really does its thing. But if you listen to the original Bodies Hit the Floor, I mean, I don't know if it's like bothers me because I'm unk status and I remember when the song came out, but it does kind of bother me that they chose that as their sample. But it's great. It's great. I like what they did with it, at least, you know. But like, yeah. Also, side note, one of the best parodies of all time is "I Can Only Count the Four." Go listen to that parody of "Bodies Hit the Floor" called "I Can Only Count the Four." It is one of the best parodies of all time, hands down. It's beating some Weird Al Yankovic songs. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. But first, if you haven't heard "Bodies Hit the Floor," go listen to that. "Drowning Pool." You know, go listen to that first. Then listen to "I Can Only Count the Four." You already know where that's heading with that title, though, man. But JID, man, back to JID. I'm glad he's been on a crazy press run. He's releasing new music soon. I am going to talk about it and possibly review it, so stay tuned on that. Other than that, man, peace. Make sure you show some love to JID. Is anyone really competing with them with the new generation? Is any rapper, the new era, really messing with JID these days? It's hard to say because he's just one of the best rappers of the new generation, man. What do y'all think? Peace.